I use a dub, I'ma win, I won't lose with this. Yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. I turn the knob, can't resist, I'm incredible. Yeah, came for the dollars, call it vegetable. Then I did the dash, can I catch me, bro? Ooh, then I did the dash, can I catch me, whoa? Your whole team is no competition. Boy, I did it by myself, it's a solo mission. Running up the charts, I'm a fool, dog. Turn the whole field to a schoolyard. Bunch of students ain't eating round here. I'm the GOAT, little man, and I made it loud and clear. Put the gas on them like I whipped the Cavalier.
On a wonderful fall afternoon in the state of Texas, the roof is open, and we've got football from NRG Stadium in Houston. They do it big here in Houston, and a second ago it was a Texas-sized welcome for their hometown guys. They're fired up and ready to go as they get set to match up with the Jacksonville Jaguars.
Lambeau to kick off for Jacksonville.
Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
Take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Now a play fake, and it's Watson. Well, he's going to take a shot right away. And incomplete. An excellent play downfield. Should have been picked off, really. But second down instead.
And that may have been incomplete, but he reminds me so much of when my dad used to take me to the baseball stadium and watch the home run hitters in batting practice. I'll get to the stadium early just to watch this kid throw it. He can throw it out of the stadium.
After the incompletion, here's second and 10 from the 20. Throwing again is Watson. On the catch, it's Duke Johnson. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 11 yards there, first down.
First and 10.
Good route, good pickup for first down yardage, and that is a tough one to cover. The angle route, because a running back getting out of the backfield, if you're trying to cover that, especially if you're in the linebacker spot and you're seeing this play develop, he heads out towards the flat first, and that often gets you to overcommit running in that direction. Then he cuts back up inside you into the middle of the field. That's what we just saw there for a nice pickup.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up, second and 10.
44, Mike, 44.
Watson, off play action. Oh, the ball is out. Watson lost it. Able to fall on it, but look where they recovered it. That's a big loss.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
The good news, they kept the ball. Bad news, it's third and long. Faking the give. Now Watson. He's letting this one go for Fuller. And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, Houston. Will Fuller. His third touchdown now on the year. And the Texans have taken the early lead. The 21st pick back in the 2016 draft, Will Fuller, and we know that he can take the top off of a defense.
He certainly can, and the way that he does it is just straight, pure speed. And I saw it with one of the better defensive coordinators in the league, and I said, how do you defend that? And he said, at times, you absolutely don't. If the quarterback gets time and he heaves it downfield, Will Fuller's going to outrun any coverage you put out there.
Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. To throw is RG3. And the catch good. It's Eifert. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
A gain of 9 brings
that last catch short of the marker by just a yard. Leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here.
I know what you're thinking out there. I know a lot of you are thinking, take a shot downfield. It's a great spot for it. I'd say maybe later in the game, definitely in the second half. But right now, I think they were just trying to get some momentum built. Get a 1st down, pick it up, and keep moving.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. On the jet sweep, here's Westbrook. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 11 yards there for Jacksonville and a 1st down as well.
11 on the play.
An excellent run there coming from out wide.
And we used to consider these jet sweeps to be gadget plays or something a little bit unusual, right? But now most teams have some version of this play in their playbook. And I think it's a lot because of the receivers that are being developed nowadays. These guys look like running backs even though they're playing out on the perimeter.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Thompson. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so. Options galore here. 2nd and a few inches.
It's 2nd and inches.
Hand off to Thompson. They find some open field here. They'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. A gain of 28 yards there and give them a 1st down.
A 28-yard gain. 1st down, Jacksonville.
On the jet sweep, here's Westbrook. He's got the 1st down inside the 10. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. D.D. Westbrook. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Jaguars are within an extra point of tying this one up. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the 1st quarter, and we're tied 7-7.
Josh Lambo to kick off for Jacksonville.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And this will make it into the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. After the run, Watson going to throw. It's hauled in by Brandon Cooks. Past the 20. Touchdown, Houston. 2 first-quarter touchdown passes now for Deshaun Watson. And the Texans have taken the lead.
Fairbairn lining up for the extra point.
Seeing some pretty good offense here in this 1st quarter.
It's been a wild start to this quarter, as you noted. And now with that lead that we're seeing, can they retaliate? I get the sense this one's going to go back and forth all game long.
And that probably won't be the last long touchdown that we see in this one. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. taken in the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive that culminated in a touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. Doesn't matter where you start with the football now, they have to feel great about their opportunity.
Yeah, that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves them back 5. They'll start out here with a jet sweep. And some space here. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. He got 29 yards that time.
29 yards.
I think the reason this play's so successful is not just the blocking at the point of attack, but how about the speed at which he takes the handoff? He's in motion already, so he's not coming from a flat start like a running back often is. He's at a full run by the time he gets the football.
Now the former Oregon man. This is Kenyon Barner.
John Barner, the ball.
Bernardrick McKinney there to make the stop.
McKinney on the tackle.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. And now the Texans are going to stop it as they signal for a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Now whistles here, and I believe one of the Jaguar linemen might have moved. And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long. Shotgun handoff to Thompson. He'll get about 3 as he's brought down right around the 42.
He's brought down at the 42-yard line. A 3-yard gain on the play. Brings up 3rd down.
They go play action. Griffin. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Now that's a good bounce back after giving up a touchdown on the opening drive. Just 1 first down permitted and then out. Obviously no loss of confidence with that defense, and now they get to turn it back to their offense.
They punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Officially just 27 yards there on the punt. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10.
At their own 26-yard line.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line.
The ball carrier.
Miles Jack there to make the tackle.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. Check 43.
On 2nd down, it's Johnson, and he'll get nothing there. Stopped right at the line as that will wind us down to the end of this first quarter of play. Through 1 quarter, 14-7 our score. Throwing on third down, Watson. Forced out to his left. And this throw will be intercepted. Picked off by the former first-round pick, DJ Hayden.
Well, Brandon, this is a former first-round pick, and he's been a bit of a disappointment in his career up till now, but he's still got room to grow. And this is an excellent play right here to come away with the football.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. A little jet sweep to start the drive. Touchdown, Jaguars. D.D. Westbrook with his second touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Jaguars are within an extra point of tying this one up. So this, not a stat line that you'd expect to see. 2 touchdowns for him now in the ball game, both coming on the ground.
And while it may be unusual, it's obvious they found something that they like on offense and they can use against the defense, and I think they'll continue to go to it until they stop them.
Josh Lambo to kick off for Jacksonville.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Fielded in the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They start from scratch here, so to speak. 14-all following the interception last time that led to a score. Now they've got it 1st and 10. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And all the way down to the 36-yard line. Watson hitting Fuller with a big one. 47 yards. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10.
55, mark, guys, 55.
Boy, nowhere to go at all on that 1st down run as they will get to him behind the line of scrimmage.
He was taken down.
Sometimes being a linebacker in the middle of the field is kind of like being a doctor on the field. You got to make the right diagnosis. Here he correctly sets his run and shoots through to make the play in the backfield.
2nd and 11 now. Now this time he'll look to throw. And his throw here is incomplete. Randall Cobb, the intended receiver. And it's 3rd down. And that one off the mark behind him. Incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. A shotgun snap for Watson. And he hits his target. It's Kenny Stills. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets it down to the 30 there. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down.
It's 4th down.
It's a 47-yard field goal try from here, but instead they're going to opt to go for it on 4th down. They will indeed snap it to Watson. This is Johnson. He's got it. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 4th down, no problem. Just a ho-hum pickup of 14 to keep the offense on the field. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. From the gun, a run for Johnson. And he'll take this one down near the 15.
The passing game's been working quite well so far, but the running game's been a little bit of a struggle, and that's a surprise to me. Typically, when you can throw it, you've opened up lanes for your runners.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Out of the gun, Watson. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by the former first-round pick, DJ Hayden. And they'll be down just outside of the end zone at the 1-yard line. So they thought they were going to break the tie. The defense had other plans. They were already in field goal range, but boom, an interception.
I don't know if this was a case of being a little bit too greedy with the opportunity to put points on the board, but give credit to the guys on the defensive side. Hung in there, battled, and made a key play.
They'll run. It's Barner. And he'll get this only up to about the 3-yard line. Justin Reed, the safety, made the tackle.
Marked down.
And give him a lot of credit there, but even more credit to the guys up front. In that situation, you know it's going to be a stacked defensive front. And to be able to gain that much yardage, that's a big win for the guys on offense.
Yeah, they were just about standing on their own goal line, so to get a few yards there, a great start. Now we'll see what 2nd down brings. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. Coming up on 2nd and 7. And he's upended at the 6 as they double their room to maneuver on a pickup of 3.
Brought down at his own 6-yard line. A 3-yard pickup.
Play action. It's Griffin. And Eifert has it. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first.
A gain of
One thing
7.
you're hoping for when you run drag routes,
Jaguars.
you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. For Barner. And some room to maneuver. And brought down, but not before reaching the 25. 2nd quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Now Barner. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line.
The ball carrier.
A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Conley on the tackle.
Well, from an offensive perspective, that was a tough run because he only picked up 3 yards. But let's flip it over to the defensive side. They now have the advantage. 3 3-yard gains. That means they're punting the ball likely on 4th down. That's what you're looking for when you're playing defense.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. From the shotgun, Griffin. He's got it complete to Thompson. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. 12 yards there and a 1st down.
To Chris Thompson.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
A pass complete here to Conley. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35.
24 yards.
That one goes for 24 yards.
1st down.
Throwing now, Griffin on 1st down to Thompson on the screen. That catch good for only a couple.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed, but all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big game.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. And this one into the hands of DJ Shark. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. Now the Jags will use the 2nd of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. This will be the 8th play of the drive here. 3rd and 4. To throw again is Griffin. Open man is Westbrook, complete. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. That one a pickup of 15 for Jacksonville.
First down.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Flushed out right. And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock.
Thrown to the sideline and incomplete. Brings up 2nd and 10.
So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. A 33-yarder from the left hash. Oh, he left this one out to the right. That's a bad miss. No good. And this game will remain tied here in quarter number 2. Boy, you sure don't see that too often.
I guess you can't really call anything a gimme, but you figure with his track record, that's a sure thing. But it turns out, it's not the case.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. Time here for likely 1 play, and then these 2 teams will head to the locker room all even.
And you know the play caller's just feeling it right now. Let's go ahead and go for this one. A big shot down. Nope. Guaranteed the head coach is like, don't get crazy. Take the knee. Let's get out of here. Tie game. We'll just start all over.
And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line. So we've hit halftime all even at 14 apiece. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach.
Sometimes I need a check. Not the sneakers, but the ones that make you watch your step. It changed name. How about your respect? Give them more than what I get expected.
Kaimi Fairbairn to kick off for Houston.
And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. Taken in the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game, we'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Gotta wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You got everything going your way. You've probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan's showing you.
And they do finally get him, but he takes it to the 25. It's a big play for the Jaguars. And even 40 yards. There's Griffin to throw. Got his man. It's Eifert. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
8 yards.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. On a jet sweep, here's Westbrook. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11.
Well, we've seen running backs in today's NFL get involved in the passing game. Maybe it's about time more receivers like that get involved in the running game.
And that is something we are seeing more and more in this league, no question about it. That wasn't the biggest of gains, but it was enough to get them a first down. And it continues to test the defense. They have to think on every play about who might end up with the ball.
And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. 2nd and 1 from the 2.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard.
Again, a run with Thompson. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line.
I hope we give enough respect to the big guys up front because they have been getting it done on this drive. The holes have been large, and they've been barreling through them, picking up first downs.
It looks like a jumbo set with 3 tight ends here for first and goal. Running it with Armstead. And he'll take this one in for a Jags touchdown. Raquel Armstead, his first touchdown on the year. And the Jaguars have moved out in front. A strong, determined run there, Charles, to get in for 6 points.
This is why it's such a team game, isn't it? And I know it sounds really generic and it sounds almost trite, but the blocks were made up front, offensive line, collective victory at the line of scrimmage and downfield. And how about the finish to the run all the way into the end zone?
Lambo on for the extra point. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14.
Jaguars 21, Texans 14. Josh Lambo to kick off.
And Lambo now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away.
Fielded in the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
Texans take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And this game was all square at halftime, but now they find themselves down 7 following the opening drive touchdown here in the third quarter.
And they need to take a good, relaxing, deep breath, don't you think? Because right now they might start to feel like they've got to play catch-up here and start matching them point for point. But it's still too early to get there. They can still run their offense. Plenty of time to get back in this game.
2nd and 10. Thanks for tagging along with us here from Houston, Texas.
Throwing again. Watson. He's got Fuller. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
There's a good reception there by Will Fuller. And if you're looking for breakout players in 2020, he's a big-time candidate for it because he has a rapport with Deshaun Watson. And now with DeAndre Hopkins no longer in Houston, he could be their top receiver.
He gets it to Cooks. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
First down.
So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. Now a play fake, and it's Watson on the move to his left. And his pass incomplete.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Watson being chased out left. And, boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble.
And now offensively it's 3rd and 10, and I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first half scoring points. Haven't done anything so far here in the second half.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. Open man is Cooks. He's got it. Touchdown, Texans.
Touchdown.
Brandon Cooks. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Texans are an extra point away from tying this football game.
Good.
Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And we are tied at 21. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away.
Fields it in the middle of the end zone.
And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
At their own 16-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And these two teams have traded touchdowns so far with their first possessions here in the third quarter, so we're right back to where we started at intermission.
Yeah, how about that? Tied at the half, tied after the first two drives of the third quarter, one for each. That tells me that someone's defense has got to step up and make a big play and try and change the momentum of this game.
And he'll let this one go deep for... It got his man complete. It's a gain of 34.
When teams practice their plays during the week, they're hoping that it's going to pay off on game day. So it sure has to feel good for them when they hit them during a game, and they hit that one there for big yardage.
On the jet sweep, here's Westbrook. And he'll get it down here to the 43. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5 at the 43-yard line.
They'll run it now with Barner. 5 yards on first down, but now just a 1-yard pickup there on second.
Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
And defensively going with a dime set. 6 DBs on 3rd and 4. Out of the gun, Griffin. Now look out, Griffin hit, and he lost the football. It's loose. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble. Fortunately for him, that ball stayed close so that he could recover it on his own.
And you know the prayers that were going through his head as the ball escaped from him? How happy was he at the end of it when he found the football again, able to retain possession?
The offense staying out there. They look prepared to go here on 4th and 10. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Tie game, 4th quarter, and they're going for this thing on 4th down. Now whistles here, and I believe one of the Jaguar linemen might have moved. The crowd's not doing that O-line any favors.
Home field advantage is really kicking in, making it very difficult for them to hear the snap count.
So 4th and 15, but the offense is staying out there to go for it. They'll try and throw for it with Griffin. And no, it's incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Texans take over an excellent field position.
On down.
Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. A first down carry here for Johnson. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 48-yard line.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. They'll fake the handoff. Now Watson. Oh, no, he lost the football. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble. Second time in this game, Charles, the ball has squirted out from his hands. Luckily, his teammate was there to pounce on it.
You're right. Got the lucky bounce, able to retain possession. You know, we often talk about the combine and why do we measure quarterbacks' hands. Is that really a big deal? It's for situations like this. Do you have the hands big enough and strong enough to hold on to the football while being jostled?
Check, check. Hey, let's get him. Bofo's the mic. Mike's Bofo. Hey, check, check. Check, check. Lucky, the boy's down. He's coming.
Third and long. It's Watson. Screenplay, Johnson. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. He did his best to just get 4 out of that, but not enough. And now fourth down. Instead of throwing it downfield, Charles, they just tried to dump it underneath there. You like the call?
I do. I think it's a high percentage play because you get the completion, and what you're counting on is your back to use his legs and his elusiveness to make people miss and pick up the first down. In this case, it didn't happen.
This offense converted once on fourth down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Here's Brian Anger now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. This is away and a very good kick angled for the sidelines. And this will depend on the spot as it sails out of bounds. And they'll say it sailed out at the 10-yard line.
Let's go old school there. That's absolutely a great coffin corner punt. Someone's put some time in working on that, hasn't it?
Seems like every year these guys get better and better. It's amazing how they can command that football through the air.
Yeah, they used to actually practice with hula hoops where they place them and try and put them there. Now a lot of guys use barrels on the sidelines to try and put the football in one.
And they'll run on the inside handoff. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards.
A gain of 27.
I love football lingo and the evolution of it all. Nickel defense makes sense, right? 5 defensive backs. But then you go to 6. What are you going to call that? And they call it a
double
dime. A dime, which is just very simple for them. The math doesn't add up. But I know one thing. Offenses love to run against dime defenses. Typically, the bigger guys have an advantage against the smaller defensive backs when they're blocking downfield.
Yeah, we saw that advantage right there. And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
Brings up
now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48.
John Barner, the ball carrier.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I'll bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
They'll throw on first down with Griffin. That one complete. He finds Shark. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. That catch good for only a couple.
Brings up 2nd and 8.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Griffin. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived. And I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
On 3rd down, Griffin. And able to catch it on the left sideline, but they're going to rule him out of bounds. So it'll be incomplete. Certainly one they'd like to have back as it brings up 4th down. And no move to get the offense off the field. Despite failing once, they're going to go again here on 4th down. They're going on 4th down. It's Griffin eluding the pressure right. He's going to go deep for Conley. And that is incomplete. All tied up. Less than 2 minutes to go. So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. They've got it 1st and 10 as they search for a go-ahead score. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he is finally out of bounds, just shy of the 5, all the way down at the 6. A big run there by Johnson. 45 yards on the ground. A game-winning field goal would be a chip shot from here. Let's see how they play it on 1st and goal. They'll try and run. This is Johnson. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line. 2nd and goal. Now it's Watson. Steps away. And this results in 6. Touchdown. Taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Texans have broken the tie.
Hey, that score deserves our respect, deserves our excitement. But I'm looking at the clock, and I'm thinking, there's a long way to go in this one.
Ideally, they would have liked to milk a little bit more time off now. On the other sideline, you start to get the crew together and say, this is what we practiced a 2-minute drill for, right?
Yeah, you hope you've been in that situation before, and if you haven't, you just have the confidence, hey, let's go down there and get this thing done. But, boy, that's a big score right there to give them the advantage.
D'Anthony Thomas on the return. The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They're down here in a 1-score game, but the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on.
And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Zach Cunningham rolling in to get the sack.
Brandon, that's just football 101. If you're out of the pocket, you've got to get rid of the football in this situation. You cannot take a sack in a 2-minute drill.
Second and 10. Throwing now is Griffin. Open man right side is Shark. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
I thought that wasn't a bad time to call the screen. I thought late game, down on the scoreboard, had to figure they were expecting a pass downfield.
Well, so the edge rushers, they're coming. That could have hit big. You're right. Good recognition defensively to snuff that one out. Griffin to throw. He's got Thompson here, complete. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. 16 yards that time on the pickup for the Jags and a 1st down. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. That's going to set them back 5 yards. They go play action. Griffin. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. Incomplete. And we're down to 8 seconds now.
Intended for DJ Chark. Incomplete. Brings up second down and 15.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for second down. They go play action with Griffin. He's going to let it fly. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the headlinesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's third down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And it's incomplete. So their final drive comes up empty. And with that, the ball game is over.
21.
Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. We're still... You were wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.
So for the Texans, they boost their record up to a strong 4-1. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Tennessee Titans. Meanwhile, for Jacksonville, they'll fall to 1-4 with a loss. And they'll get a home date next week against the Detroit Lions. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.
Let me explain what I did. Can I kick it? Hold on. Yeah, I got some rings and a range. Can I kick it? Yeah. Don't ask me a thing. How I got her, how I did it. Yeah. Spend the whole half, had a blast. Can I kick it? Even with a sprain. Pain, can I kick it? Just to flex, I went and bought a chain. Can I kick it? Things ain't been the same. Things have changed. Can I kick it? People acting different, so I ask. Can I
Ay, could count on my paw, ay, look at my dogs from. It was way back then, could claim what you saw, but you weren't with us. Ay. The higher the climb, the harder the fall, but how did you get up? I done got rich, then went broke, then got rich again, just a little hiccup. I done been ballin' this pickup. Remember me being so bummy and being so hungry, I had to eat gristle. Ay, how did the lady go miss? Ay, her she was magic, she mixed it. Met her at one of the functions, we caught a little rhythm, she caught up a friend, they kissed and we dipped it, and that's how we kissed.
Let me explain. Can I kick it? Hold on. Yeah, I got some rings and a range. Can I kick it? Yeah. Don't ask me a thing. How I got it, how I did it. Yeah. Spend the whole half, had a blast. Can I kick it? Even with a chain, can I kick it? Just the flex, I went and bought a chain. Can I kick it? Things ain't been the same. Things have changed. Can I kick it? People acting different, so I asked, can I? Before I went live, they ain't know what I was. Ain't no one alive that could do what I does. Wait. Need a light here just to catch my buzz. Need Sprite here just to catch my cup. Now they don't really talk about us. Now they don't really talk about love. Honestly, they ain't never seen too much. What's love to a guy with a bag? What's heart to a guy with some cash? What's pain to a guy that's mad? Said. What's broke to a guy with a mask? What's broke to a guy with a plan? I just wanna kick it, that's all I ask. Like, let me explain what I did. Can I kick it? Hold on. Yeah, I got some rings and a range. Can I kick it? Yeah. Don't ask me a thing. How I got her, how I did it. Yeah. Spend the whole half, had a blast. Can I kick it? Even with a sprain. Pain, can I kick it? Just the flex, I went and bought a chain. Can I kick it? Things ain't been the same. Things have changed. Can I kick it? People acting different, so I ask, can I?
Responsible without your money, I'm not.